Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I thought I'd do this one from the porch because it's actually Wednesday afternoon. The sun hasn't gone down. It's not 10 o'clock at night. I'm recording this. But we are into preparedness month. And I kind of want to make sure that I touch something, at least one of my videos a day, on something about preparedness. Because I know there's a whole bunch of new people here. I know there's a ton of veteran preppers here. And so I'm going to kind of do stuff on both levels, whatever. But I mean, it's all good information for anybody. Now, this one is probably more geared toward the veteran prepper. This is not something that I would put on my top 10 list of things to get. But down the road, it's going to be an important prep. Now, we all know in a SHTF situation, we're going to have to eat. And I've talked ad nauseum about gardening. Obviously, we will do more of those as different things come along. Oh my God, a car. 2 cars going by. That's not normal. But, so gardening, one way to provide for food. Depending on where you are. For me, I've got a lake nearby. Eventually, one of these days, I want to put a pond in the yard so I can go fishing. So some way to get protein, all right? You're going to have to eat something, and you're going to need proteins. And if the world goes to shit, there's not going to be a grocery store or anything like that. So, common sense, you hear this from all the people who are non-preppers, I'll just go hunting for my food. And, like I said, it's going to be real interesting when there's 330 million people hunting at the same time, okay? How long do you think the deer population's going to last? And then the fun part is, all these people, I got a deer. What do I do with it? Oh, I don't know how to process it. I don't know how to clean it. And certainly don't have any way to preserve it. So, you can think about how much wasted food is going to be out there in an SHTF situation. But my biggest thing that I talk about all the time, you guys have heard me many times say it, is time management. Y'all know this, okay? A lot of you guys tell me, I spent all day canning or whatever it is. All day to can up some of what you have. So that means all day while you were doing that, you weren't doing something else. And that's a luxury that we don't have. You need to be doing 3, 4, 5 things at a time because that's the only way you're going to go. I mean, unless you've got a mag of 50 people and everybody's out doing all sorts of different stuff, and even then you got to figure out how to feed 50 people, right? So you've got to figure out how to do things, I don't want to use the term mechanically, but in a way where you don't have to spend time to it. I showed you, maybe a month, 2 months ago, about how to make a L7 snare trap, okay? Said, okay, go out, get yourself some wires. You can cut off some dowel rods, or if you want to do it in the bush, you can do it with a branch or whatever it is, and you can make yourself a snare trap, okay? And set up yourself 5, 6, 7 snare traps or whatever, and that's a way to go hunting, if you will, while you're doing something else. Or I said, you could set up the same thing with the fishing pole, or do trot lines or something. But again, you're going to have to understand that if you set up trot lines in a lake here, I mean, there's a dozen other people around me, close enough that they're going to be there too. How long until, what do you get? So you've got to set up as much as you can in different ways of doing it. So, yes, if you're going to go out for deer, that's going to take you a while. If you ever been deer hunting, you're not going out, honey, I'll be back in a half an hour with the deer, okay? You're camping out all night, hoping that you might get a shot. And even if you do, each one of those shots you take is a round of ammo, which you're not going to be able to get anymore for the most part. Some people may be able to, for who reload, things like that, but not everybody's going to be able to. So you need to figure out a way to do this where you can trap whatever you're going to eat. And for most people, that is going to be small game. Rabbits, squirrels, you may get a raccoon or something like this. And I know, oh my God, people are going, oh my God, I'm not eating a raccoon. You're hungry enough, you'll eat anything, okay? And again, I'll reference the book 1 Second After. You go in there and they were all thrilled they got a bear, okay? I've eaten some really weird stuff being around the world. I have never been in a restaurant that served a bear. I'm not saying that there isn't one out there. I just never have, okay? So, traps. Here's a leg trap, okay? And this one is sized to get a rabbit, to get a squirrel. Maybe this one would get a fox or something like this, okay? Good idea to have some of these. You also have a body trap, okay? You guys know what these things look like. Obviously, I can't demonstrate them. You know, it's like we sit out here for, you know, hours upon hours upon hours. But what I'm saying, you know, body trap, something like that, you can use it on land, catch a rabbit, whatever. I mean, if you are, let's say, in the upper Northwest, catching beaver, okay? Fabulous. I mean, beaver is a very calorie-rich food, okay? So, you know, figure out what game is around you and figure out how you can trap this. Now, I just got these. They showed up in the mail today. And again, like I said, this is not one of your first 10 things you need to buy as a prepper, but you know, I'm really starting to be to the point where I'm really outside the box on some of this stuff, what I need to be. So I got these. I got these from Midway USA. A lot of you guys probably know them. I get my 9mm ammo from them because they've got good prices on it. Okay, I get my 5.56 from Freedom. You know, I get different things from different companies depending on who's got what I like at a good price. Each one of those traps is under $10. Okay, get a few of them. All right, buy 3. There's $30. Okay, and now you've got 3 different traps you can set up somewhere around your property or whatever. Now, if you're in New York City, you're going to probably be trapping rats. Just saying. But, you know, figure out what game is there and what, you know, and do a little bit of research. It's like, okay, what is the best way to trap small game or whatever game is around you? Is it a body trap? Is it a leg trap? What size of trap do you need? You know, and go that way. It's not really, here's the catch, it's not really something you can practice with. There are laws, because we're not in SHTF, okay, there are laws on when you are allowed to trap, okay, but at least you can go watch videos, learn how to set the trap, learn how to bait the trap, if you will. You know, I've mentioned a few times I love watching the show Mountain Men, okay, and you know, some of the older episodes, you know, you get the guy Tom Orr up there, you know, using the body traps for beaver, or you get Marty, I just lost the guy's last name, Marietta, up in Alaska, trapping for the hell, damn little Martin. So, you know, different ways of doing it, but you can learn how to do it. Hopefully, we're never in a point in our lives where we have to use something like this to eat, okay? But it ain't that expensive. I mean, like I said, you buy 3 of them and you're out $30, okay? And like I said, you know, go on Opinion Outpost and do some surveys and you can make $30 in about a week or so, you know, and poof, you got them, okay? Put them away, they're there, like most of your preps, just in case. I mean, you hope you never have to use your water bob or, you know, whatever would be. I mean, there's a lot of preps we buy we hope we never have to use. But in a situation where you might need them, it's nice to have them. And like I said, for less than $10 a piece, I think it's a pretty good prep. So, all right. Have a good rest of the day Thursday. And we'll see what else comes my way today. Have a good one, y'all. Pinball out.